Basically, when I was growing up, I started playing a lot of instruments, guitar, bass, drums, saxophone, piano. Played a lot of instruments, and I was in a bunch of bands after school, and eventually we wanted to start recording ourselves. So I started learning all about recording and all the equipment and PA systems and stuff like that, and I just got really interested in that. So then when I went to music school, I went for electric bass, and I ended up kind of majoring in sound engineering, so that's kind of how I got into it. I graduated Berklee College of Music in 1998, and at the time I really wanted to record live music, live musicians, stuff like that, and there was a lot of that in Nashville. So I went to Nashville for about 3 years, and then after that I got a little tired of country music and decided to come out here to LA, and so I came out here in 2001. 2002 or 3, I met a producer that goes by the name Nephew, and he kind of took me on as his day-to-day engineer and mixer, and we ended up doing a lot of really great projects, and I spent about 5 years working for him. Yeah. I think 2011 I met a good friend of mine now named Joe Lee, and he's Korean. He grew up in the Chicago area, and he was kind of a fan of my work and sent me a nice letter and came out here to visit, and eventually moved here, and he's kind of got me into working on Korean projects. He's not only an engineer but also a songwriter, and so he brought me in on a bunch of my first Korean projects, and then his wife actually managed me for Korean projects. Since I didn't speak the language, she would negotiate for me and organize projects and stuff. And then also a good friend of mine, Sammy Sam, who's a Korean rapper. I've known him for probably 10 years and done a lot of work with him as well. I've worked on 4 Minute, 2Yoon, Tiny G, Twice, BTS. I've worked a lot for BTS. In fact, 2 days ago I just mixed a new song for them. Favorite K-pop is probably BTS, and I really like Twice as well. I had a lot of fun mixing the song for them. Probably those two. I think they just like the boy band thing, and it's the same with the girl band, like multiple members, all singers, all fairly good looking, dancing, and it's fun music, it has a cool sound to it, but with American artists, we haven't really had boy bands in a while, like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. We haven't had that in a while, and I know some of the record labels are currently trying to bring that back, but I think the American audience has been missing that, and K-pop kind of fulfills it. I guess technically it'd be winning a Grammy. I actually won a Latin Grammy, and then a couple other albums I won some Grammy certificates, like Neo and Usher, and I guess technically those are the biggest achievements, but personally the biggest achievements are always when I learn something new, technically for myself, that makes me feel like I can deliver a better product to somebody. I'm getting more into producing, as well as I continue to mix, but I'm now, I grew up playing instruments, and I took a long break from that. As a mixer, you don't play instruments or anything, and I kind of miss that. I have a lot of guitars around here, drum sets and keyboards, and I kind of wanted to be more musical again rather than just technical. So I've taken on a few production projects, and I'm getting back into the more musical side of the industry. Yeah, I'm just happy that to be welcomed into the K-pop world, the Korean world, the Korean culture, and thankful for the friends I have, the Korean friends I have, and thanks for letting me hang out.